Hong Kong is an insanely beautiful, world-class megacity, but it is also a country with so much depth. It's kind of crazy to believe that that was Hong Kong, this is Hong Kong, and yes, this fisherman village is also Hong Kong. It's a magic metropolis with countless adventures around every corner, which sounds definitely right up our alley. So let's see just how much of Hong Kong we can experience over these next 3 days. Alright everybody, so we are making time for everything today, I think. Now we're actually in a parking garage. It's not your typical parking garage, there's something up above I'm going to show you. So this place, I think it's called the Choi Hung Estate's basketball court, is exactly how I expected. Lots of photo shoots, some more interesting than others, like this little cosplay thing going on. Lots of beautiful buildings, and yeah, they're not the strongest colors ever, but they're nice and they're pretty. And I'll see people actually just hanging out and using the park, which is cool. And hopefully the influencers or photographers, aren't taking up this place too much so people can still enjoy it, which it looks like everyone's still able to use it. So the actual name of this place is Choi Hung Estates, which means rainbow, which is an appropriate name because you can see right here. And this is a really cool vibe, like the color of the basketball court. This massive things is like really retro. It's really yellow, vibrant, and you see these little palm trees right here. And the actual buildings themselves have some color. They're not going to be as saturated as your Instagram pictures you see or whatever else. So be prepared for that. It's still a cool area if you want to get a cool picture, some cool pictures, and just take an interesting area. But I don't know if I'd really recommend breaking your back to come here because there's lots of cool buildings in Hong Kong. And this definitely seems more like a photo spot. And also, let the locals have their place too. So don't make it a crazy, like touristy, gimmicky site. Just come here, chill out, take it in and leave. That's probably how I'd recommend doing this place best. This is what I mean by the other rainbow buildings. Look at all those colors. We're just crossing a random street and they're really tall and cool. We're on the clock today, but now we're entering Nan Lian Garden, which is about like a 15-20 minute walk, probably closer to 20 minutes to figure out what the heck you're doing in Hong Kong, because it's very good for pedestrians and public transport, but there's different options and so many different roads and paths, so it can be a little confusing at times. But we're going to try and visit this really pretty garden, and it's supposed to have a really beautiful pagoda or like a golden temple or something. Let's see if it compares to one in Kyoto, and nice areas to walk around, which I love in the city. So let's go check it out and then move on to the hike for sunset/dusk time. So I knew the Nan Lian Gardens would be beautiful, but I didn't know it was going to be this beautiful, everybody. I'm not going to lie. Well, this is the Chili Nunnery, and it is this beautiful like brown wood, and it is massive. It is epic, and there's these nice little lotus ponds right next to us, and there's even a big pagoda in the background. Where'd it go? Somewhere over there. We'll go check it out right now and show you, even though time is running low. I cannot just waltz through this garden and leave. I need to experience it before making our way to the hike. There is so much to see in the Nan Lian Garden. The architecture is astounding, especially in the Chuli Nunnery with that pagoda in the background and the massive skyscrapers behind all of that. But you're still in a quiet place with water and streams and even a waterfall going over this vegetarian restaurant, which you can eat at if you want to get a quick bite to eat while strolling around and taking in the peace and tranquility at the Nan Lian Gardens. Alright, and right behind me, no, this is not Kinkakuji in Kyoto. This is the Pavilion of Absolute Perfection. I could be butchering that name. Pavilion of something. It's perfect. It's really beautiful. Has a gold color. And it has a beautiful little orangish red, kind of like a crimson color bridge. And it's really peaceful, but you can still see the city right behind us and lots of the garden around us. I think this is the highlight in the Nan Lian Garden, so you definitely have to come here at the very least. Love a good garden in a good city. Look how beautiful. You can get right up and close and personal. See the orange bridge, skyscrapers, pond. Nan Lian Garden is definitely a must visit. So beautiful, everybody. Blew my expectations out of the water. So behind me in the trees is something I knew existed here, but I didn't expect to see it. Monkeys. Monkeys right in Lion Rock Trail, which is super close to the city, which is really interesting. They're really cute, and one has a gray fur and it's a little bit smaller, which we did see lots of monkeys in other parts of the world, but cool to see them in an urban hike. So we're doing Lion Rock hike, guys. As you know, the views are getting better and better. If you just like white nothingness, you'll not be disappointed. But this seriously reminds me of the hike we did in Vietnam, in Ninh Binh, where we're doing like Dragon Mountain. And it was really cool until you got higher, and then you're just complete white nothingness. So we really did get screwed with the weather here in Hong Kong. It's gonna be overcast, cold weather, and I think some rain tomorrow, so no opportunities for good views, honestly, which really sucks because Hong Kong looks like a beautiful metropolis with some great outdoorsy hiking opportunities, which I'm super excited to do. And catch some great sunsets, see the city, see the islands, the bay. It's been impossible so far. So change of plans, everybody. We are hiking to a viewpoint of Lion Rock because look at this. Absolutely nothing, and it's gonna get dark very soon, and it might start raining. So there's really no point in continuing to the viewpoint. And the views honestly here are really cool. The rocks are like hiding in the shadows and the mist, and the mist is like coming onto me right now. It's like I'm in the cloud. As you can see, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a 360 without falling, hopefully. This is giving me death eyes for good reason. But anyway, really cool. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the great views, but still a fun experience. It's really cool being up here in the clouds all by ourselves. So, although the views were pretty pathetic, it still was a really fun adventure. Although hiking down in the dark, we actually came across a wild boar, so I didn't get that much footage because we were running down the mountain. But you can get nice views of the city in front of you where you're reminded that you're still in this mega city that is Hong Kong. And welcome back, everybody. It is a morning here in Hong Kong. It's actually a little bit sunny, which I'm crossing my fingers hoping we get some clear skies because we're about to do another hike today. Yesterday's hike was a bit of a fail. Still had fun with Vanessa though, I'm not gonna lie. It's still fun to just be out in nature and exploring a city. But since then, we got a really delicious dinner last night at this place called Kindness Gather. I'll talk to you later when it's a little bit more quiet. Anyway, we got a really nice dinner at Kindness Gather, and right now we're going to the subway. Well, I'll tell you more about that in a second. We had a really delicious like satay beef bowl, which is all vegan, of course, really tasty. And also had some dan noodles, which are from Sichuan, China, really tasty as well. Oh wow, these are beautiful murals, everybody, in the subway station, which is actually leading me to my next point. We just had a delicious breakfast at this place called LN Coffee, had Hong Kong French toast, some other really good stuff that's delicious, and now we're heading to another destination. Upon further reflection, our meal perfectly epitomized Hong Kong, with a Hong Kong-style French toast being something from the West, but with a different twist on it. But man, that was incredibly delicious. The peanut butter inside was amazing, and the hash browns were a nice side as well, and we had a nice little Asian treat, which is a bubble waffle, which wasn't as good as everything else. Alright guys, so I've been kind of hinting to you we're going to do something cool today, which is hike the Dragon's Back. And as you guys can see, if you watched or saw what we did before, there are no views. It's straight clouds again. I cannot catch a break here, and I'm just so desperate to do a beautiful hike. But the nice thing is it's really peaceful and quiet. And we're gonna go up here to a ridge, hopefully get some views. Probably not, because we're just gonna be going in the clouds. If this hike doesn't work, maybe we'll just check out Shek O Village, which is a little bit up this way. This is a really famous hike. It's rated as like the world's best urban hike, meaning the world's best like city hike. It should be really beautiful. And on a clear day, the views look stunning. You could see mountains, islands, villages, beaches. So let's see what we can see here at Dragon's Back. Let's get started. All right, everybody, so as you can see, we are at Dragon's Back. Vanessa, if you would do me the honors and show, just to get the name in the shot, which means that this should be a really good viewpoint, one of the best on Dragon's Back. As you can see, if clouds are what you want to see, you'll be very happy here. We are not going to get any views on this hike, so I think we're just going to call it quits here in a second. It's still cool to be a little bit out in nature, a little bit more adventure-y outside of the city of Hong Kong, but I'm just really having terrible luck this trip with weather and hiking. That's okay. I can always come back, although I say that for every place I've ever visited, so realistically we'll see when I come back to Hong Kong, but a little bit of a bummer. Maybe we'll check out Shek O Village along the way, and yeah, do a little bit more adventuring here on Hong Kong Island. Let's go. Alright, so because Dragon's Back was kind of a fail, we decided to keep on taking the bus, or go back on the bus, and now check out Shek O Village, a little village at the southeastern end of Hong Kong Island. So I want to get around and see a little bit more of like the peaceful, beautiful little towns, not just the mega metropolis, which I do love, but I want to see a different side of Hong Kong, somewhere or the other. So let's explore. I have no idea what to expect here. I know there's a beach, hopefully some cool views. Let's go. And even though it's not a great beach day, it's really cool to see the beach. The sand's a nice color, water's a nice beautiful color, and you have this nice little rocky hillside right next to the water, which is really cool. It's pretty. And it actually looks like you can hike this little peninsula to the top right ahead of us. I think we're gonna do that. Maybe we can get a really nice view of the village, because I think the key about today is we can't go high up to get good views. We have to stay low if we want to get any views outside of the clouds. So we'll do that here in a second and continue adventuring in Shek O Village, which has been a nice little fun plan B for the southeast end of Hong Kong Island. And what's also really cool about this path, this little peninsula, is there's like a fire pit right here. I can't help but just imagine like living in this little village, growing up here, having a peaceful little life, going into the city, like only like an hour, less than an hour away, then come back to your beautiful little village, and then have like a little bonfire here with some friends, maybe a couple drinks, maybe some songs, listen to some music with the views, catching the sunset. Doesn't that sound like the perfect kind of life? I think it does. I mean, just look at this, everybody. Did you expect this to be Hong Kong? I wasn't quite sure. I know there's some nature here, but I wasn't expecting these beautiful little like fisherman's village, even on Hong Kong Island, which is like super busy and metropolitan and skyscrapers just on the other side of the mountain. It's unbelievable. Shek O Village is really pretty, and this little peninsula across Lover's Bridge. It's a good little mini hike to do. So beautiful, guys. So glad we came here, and it was an unexpected little gem here in Hong Kong. Oh man, I can't get another bite. How about you, Vanessa? The least filling $34 meal of my life. But it was a fun experience. Cool to try some authentic things. It was fun. I don't know if it hit the spot per se. It was really fun. Did you like it? I did. I think I liked the meal, that we engorged ourselves with more though, the other dim sum.
That was the most expensive green tea I've ever had.
Yeah, like $6.
Yeah.
It should be like $2.
And then I couldn't even pour it so I couldn't get a whole bunch of refills.
Yeah, I know. But it was good quality though. It had more of a flavor. Some tea.
I like when there's less flavor.
Yeah, so maybe you're just not a high class girl. That's okay. Alright, so now we're walking through Hong Kong Park, which is located on Hong Kong Island, and it's really beautiful. There's lots of green spaces, ponds, big trees, beautiful trees, and you have city views like immediately around you. Like, look at this. Look how big these skyscrapers are, everybody. It's absolutely insane. It's literally feels like you reach out and touch it from this beautiful green park. There's also tea houses in here too, such as Lak Cha, the one you just went to, where they have vegetarian dim sum, which dim sum is like an iconic thing to eat in Guangdong province or Hong Kong as well. So I had to try it. I'm just getting distracted by these views all the time though. But we tried xiao long bao and shumai and some like taro cake and tea. But it definitely was expensive. But for the experience, definitely would recommend it. From being smack dab in the center of the cityscape, we once again tried to get a view and a vantage point of the city of Hong Kong at one of the most famous lookouts and sites in the entire country. All right, everybody, as you can see, it's nighttime here in Hong Kong. Let's see if I can get the light on my face. Not that you really care. Oh. Luckily, you guys did not witness that because they might have thought it was a homicide because it's dark at night and Vanessa's the only person with me. Which brings me to my next point, is we are walking down from the peak on Hong Kong Island. So it's a really cloudy area, you can't see anything. So there's no point in doing like the lookouts at the very top. We decided to be cool to take the bus. The actual tram is closed, so that's a bit of a bummer. But we decided to take it up there and then walk down because we're gonna be below the clouds. And look at those views, everybody. Well, I'll show you where it's not obstructed, but there's like nobody here except for these people coming up right now, but nobody here. I cannot emphasize enough how much we loved walking down from the peak. At first it was really green and lush and jungly, and then we were just walking into the city as the mist went away and the buildings just came right into sight, and we were reminded once again of the incredible modern city that is Hong Kong. Alright everybody, and one of the coolest things you can do in Hong Kong is to take the Star Ferry. It connects Hong Kong Island to Tsim Sha Tsui, where we're staying, and it should give you great views of the skyline, which we'll see in a minute. We just boarded the ferry right now, and it only costs 5 Hong Kong dollars, which is like less than $1, like maybe 60 cents, something like that. Yeah, it doesn't matter, it's really affordable. That is incredible, everybody. It's so beautiful. It's so cool to be on the water and see both sides of Kowloon and Hong Kong Island. So let's close off the day, everybody. We had a great time exploring Hong Kong Island. To be honest, I think I prefer Hong Kong Island more than Kowloon, but we're still in a really great location to be able to go over there. Tomorrow we will explore Lantau Island, which is actually I think maybe Hong Kong Disneyland's there. I'm not sure, but we're not gonna go to that. We're gonna do something more adventurous, more fun, more off the beaten path. So come along, it's your final full day here in Hong Kong tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Alright, and it's our last day here in Hong Kong, everybody, and we are here on Lantau Island, and we're gonna walk to check out the Big Buddha, which you can actually see right up there behind me, which is really cool. You can actually take a cable car up to this village called Ngong, I think it's called, I could be wrong, maybe Ngong Village, but it's a really cloudy day, which has been the theme of our whole time here in Hong Kong, so I didn't think it would be worth doing that because it does cost a pretty penny. I think it's like $20-something one way, maybe like 30 or 40 round trip. So we decided to take the bus, which is a lot cheaper. It's like just over $2, maybe closer to $3, and it's 50 minutes. And the wait for us actually was 45 minutes, so it'd been 45 minutes waiting, then 30 minutes up, so it'd been a long time. And it's just a 50-minute bus ride, and you didn't have to worry about it not being worth it because of poor views. So now we're walking through the Ngong Village, and it's a cute little area of lots of shops. Maybe it's a little bit touristy, kind of gimmicky, but also really pretty. The buildings are really nice. They have this like traditional sort of roof. There's lots of places to buy souvenirs or get some snacks or treats, but no ATM. So make sure you have enough cash if you're coming here. And a lot of places might not accept card. So far, we're kind of in a little bit of a pickle, but we should be okay. Alright everybody, my hair's a little crazy from the wind, but we're outside the Kowloon Monastery, and this is a really beautiful like nunnery and temple, or not nunnery, maybe it is, or monks live here anyway. And yeah, they have a meal service which is all vegetarian. I think it's all vegan too. And it's 150 Hong Kong dollars a person, which is about 20 bucks, which is a little bit pricey, but they accept credit card, which is what we need in this scenario. And it's cool, kind of authentic situation. So we're gonna go. We paid for the tickets, and we're going to use our meal tickets to get some food, and we'll show you what we get. So anyway guys, that meal was super underwhelming. Everything was very greasy, not that much flavor, and towards the end I started to lose my appetite a bit from like eating food. I just couldn't even finish. Normally I always finish my food because it just feels wrong to not do that. I couldn't finish it. It was not that good. Very unforgettable, very underwhelming. Actually not forgettable. It was memorable how average, how below average it really was. So I would not recommend going there personally. If you want an authentic kind of style where it's like you're eating with like in a monastery, they bring you the food and the plate stuff. It's cool in that aspect, but you can have that back in Hong Kong with much better quality food in my opinion. I would recommend going to that little deli cafe where you can pick different stuff that looks interesting for a much cheaper price. And you have more of a choice, and yeah, better price, looks like more interesting food too. Or don't even eat here if you don't want to, but it's still really pretty. Look at that. So I've seen so many beautiful temples in my life, luckily, due to all my travels in Asia. And this one definitely is a beautiful one too. It doesn't fall behind any of them. I love the colors, I love the details, I love the views, I love the smell of incense. I won't say I'll never get sick of temples in Asia. Unfortunately, maybe some will start to like become less interesting or maybe become a little bit repetitive just for anything in life. The more you do it, the less fantastic it can become. But this is still absolutely gorgeous, everybody, and I am thoroughly enjoying walking around here before we even check out the main highlight, which we can see in the distance.
It was really fun to walk around and explore this area and to see the gorgeous gold statues on display. But of course, there is one statue which we have yet to see up close and personal. Let's go and check it out.
So now we begin the hike to Tian Tan Buddha, 200 something steps. Piece of cake. Woohoo! We did it.
As epic as it is to climb up and see the 100-foot tall Buddha statue, the views from the top are equally as worth it. As you can see the massive monastery below that we just explored, you can see the mountains, although of course they're covered with a bit of mist, and you can see the ocean in the distance, showing just how much there is to see and explore on Lantau Island.
So a cool thing you can find on the map is Ngong Fun Walk, and it's located just right in between kind of like the monastery and the Buddha, and it's a scenic little walk to this beautiful walking path where it's quiet, there's not a ton of tourists, and you can be a little bit in nature without doing like a big, difficult hike right here on Lantau Island, which is nice because we really haven't had that opportunity so far. So we'll take you on this little walking path and show you any highlights, but so far I'd recommend it. And a cool thing about this trail is it takes you to the Wisdom Path, which we're on now. It has these interesting little brown wood with Chinese writings on it. These like brown sort of pillars sticking up, and I don't know the exact meaning of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's something to do with enlightenment like Buddhism because of all the stuff going on with the big Buddha there. I think it's all related, but it's really cool to just take a little peek at this interesting site while doing the little fun walk. Did not expect to see these moo-moos on this trail. Really cool though. Hey little baby. So from Yongping, we took a bus to the fishing town of Tai O, which is located in like the southwestern part of Lantau Island. This is gonna be like pretty much the last place we visit here in Hong Kong. I figured why not check it out. It looks really pretty, and it definitely has like honestly some sort of Bangkok vibes in little quiet little canals. It has like very Venice-y kind of feel, very waterways. It's famous for its fishing. And it's quite charming. It's supposed to be this little walking path that you can do to get some views. So we'll check that out, then maybe come back, maybe take a ferry or a bus. We'll see, but let's show you Tai O. So far it's cute and charming and very different than anything we've seen in Hong Kong so far. There.
Look at this.
And what's so cool about this little walking trail we're doing around Tai O is we can see this bridge right in the background. That's a really significant bridge. That's a bridge that connects, I think, Hong Kong to Macau, which is another special administrative zone of China, which is technically a different country. So you can take that bridge and visit Macau if you are interested in doing so. You can also stumble upon these little temples, such as this one right behind me, along the way, which are just nice little points of interest before we get to the main attractions later. Alright, so here we are doing this little hike around the peninsula, and we get some amazing views of the ocean, the mountains, and Tai O Village. It looks definitely more spectacular up from here. You can see the canal that cuts right through the village and all the beautiful little houses and buildings and shops. We're going up all these stairs. My legs are killing me. We're doing it for the views, everybody. We're gonna miss the ferry to get home, so we'll just end up walking home. No, there'll be a bus, I think, if we need to, but let's continue. So far, I'm loving the little nature exploration. Does this feel like Hong Kong to you? It really doesn't to me. I did not know what to expect for being able to go out on little day trips or adventures, but there's so many options, guys. If you're not a huge city person, I think you'll love Hong Kong regardless. That's all I have to say for now. I really cannot recommend this enough, everybody. If you're coming to Tai O, check out the fishing village. Maybe don't go to the promenade, but come to this trail immediately. It's supposed to make a really big loop, apparently. And there's so much wildlife, so many birds and hawks, and the views are great everywhere you look. You can see ocean, mountains, you can see the bridge, airplanes leaving the airport. And the trail, there's some steep parts, but it's not so bad. Really nice. And there's like nobody here, which is also really nice. Another notable thing about this hike is from the top is actually a lookout. And the lookout is for these white dolphins, the actual like Indo-Pacific Chinese, I might be butchering the name, white humpback dolphins, which are native to this part of the world. And I've never seen them, but apparently sometimes you can see them from the trail. And a lot of people do little boat tours in Tai O Village where they offer taking out to see these dolphins in their natural habitat. So that's really cool. Wish I could see them, but still really nice views and good atmosphere and vibes. So we made it on the ferry, everybody, going from Tai O to Tongcheng. It costs 27 Hong Kong dollars a person. Cool little views too. Maybe we'll get a sunset. Probably not, but we made it just in the nick of time. Really another cool place you have to check out in Hong Kong, which is actually the final thing we're really doing in all reality, is Temple Street Night Market. It's so beautiful, it's so lit up, they have so many different street food options, which I love street food, and I really did enjoy Southeast Asia, so it's cool to have that experience now in Hong Kong. We also have lots of places to shop for trinkets and souvenirs and shirts and everything like that, but come here on an empty stomach. And it's really beautiful because lit up with the lanterns. It actually has like a temple sort of like Torii Gate entrance at the front and back of it. So love the night vibes. And you can see little neon signs along the way, which is really cool. Love it here.
So that's all for our journey in Hong Kong. Thank you so much for watching, hopefully to the end of the video, and what an incredible country. We had so much fun exploring, although after looking at my footage, and maybe after you watch too, we both can agree I need to go back to Hong Kong because the mist definitely hampered some of the amazing views you can get, but that did not stop us from having an incredible time, although I would love to go back in the future. I really would. So make sure to check out the rest of my videos on Hong Kong, Asia, and the rest of the world, or my travel guides, so that you can be best prepared for your next trip. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.